My name is Lori Clark, and I'm a teacher at Clearbrook Elementary. I teach first grade. Teaching is something that I've been involved with for over 20 years. It's always my goal to inspire my students to be fully active learners, and I run my classroom in a way that engages students with the comfortable flow of learning. It's important that my students love to learn and that they love school. There are many strategies that I use to inspire children to reach their highest potential. No two children are the same, and I spend the beginning of the school year laying a critical foundation. We take time to build a sense of community in our classroom. And by building community, students can learn, grow, and play in an open and safe and positive environment. In order to help the children become great at learning, children need to know that what they are learning has value, and I make sure that my lessons have real-world applications. They will know that when they leave school, they can apply what they've learned to their own life. I do teach multi-levels in my classroom. Every child reads at his or her own level, and I provide enrichment activities for math. We explore and experiment in science and social studies. My students love to ask questions about many things, and we have great discussions. Many of my students bring in work relating to a lesson we did in the class that they created at home on their own. And not all students are motivated to learn in the same way. Some of my students are motivated by the praise from other individuals, some by overcoming challenges. Some of my students work below, at, and above their potential in my classroom, and some students easily meet the challenge in front of them. Other students struggle to meet the most basic level. Meeting the students where they are educationally is essential for their growth and success, and letting them know that they are growing and learning every day is part of their success. I offer a differentiated approach to my teaching. Students can learn at different paces and levels. I don't just teach to the middle group and hope that everyone gets it. I have children above level and below, and I make sure the higher students are provided challenging materials to help them work at their level. And my students working below level are provided extra support and remediation time so they can see their progress in their learning. We use the computers in my classroom for reading and math skills. I strive to create a classroom that supports students' beliefs that they can succeed. Knowing what I'm supposed to teach is critical to my students' success. I use the SOLs and the pacing guide to help guide in my lessons, and I spend time introducing my unit to the students so they have an idea of where we're headed. I always like to see if they have any prior knowledge to what we'll be learning. I communicate through emails and homework with parents about what content we will be covering. I need the parent support at home, so I send extra support supplies home with students. When a child feels that they have a great support system at home and at school, they feel more confident. My class made Thanksgiving cards and a drawing for a child who was sick in the hospital. They loved reaching out to this little boy. His parents sent our class a picture of our cards and our drawings hanging in his hospital room. They knew that they had done something special. Being an educator is a huge responsibility, and I don't take my role lightly. There are eyes on me at all times. Children watch to see how I react and handle a situation. I need to make sure that I walk the walk and talk the talk. There will be times that I make mistakes, and I own up to it. I let them see that it's okay. If I need to apologize, I do, and they will learn that life will not be perfect and that we all make mistakes, but we need to do the right thing and fix it and move on. Sometimes I have a question about something I read or saw, and I like to go through my thought process with the children. They need to see how an adult comes to some of the decisions and choices they make. It may help them to think through a situation later in life. And I believe in seeing things through. It's important that my students work whatever it is through to the end. It may be difficult, but the sense of accomplishment is worth the end result. Showing respect and being respectful is a big deal in my classroom. The classroom is one of the first places outside the home where a child will need to know what respect is. This is why I spend time at the beginning of the year setting the tone in my class. We will be together all year inside a room, and knowing how to get along with one another doesn't come easy for some children. Creating a classroom environment from the beginning where all my students know I care about them and about their learning helps me and them to have a successful year.